Welcome back, warriors. Welcome back to Angel Angela. I hope that if this video reaches you, you are in the process of healing. I hope that you remain very strong. And on this topic, as you guys can see, we are going to talk about never expecting an apology from a narcissist. Accept the apology that you just won't get. So when I say, accept the apology that you just won't get, it's basically you won't get the apology that you deserve. Meaning that when you met this person, they gave you red flags, and you ignored them because when you saw the red flags, the narcissist had an epiphany and realized that you are not the same person. Based on your reaction, you open the narcissist's eyes to realize that you are not the same person. And this is where you took back your power. When the narcissist realizes that they can't treat you like they've treated other people, they will apologize. This is why in the beginning they hoover you a lot. This is why they try to fool you a lot, because they know that they're deceiving you. And over time, they know that the mask has slipped too many times for you not to see who they really are. Part of the narcissist con is to make you feel like your relationship is going to be different from all of their past relationships. And sometimes because of your youth and other things, you might feel like the narcissist is on your side. So you tend to be forgiving because you feel as if, your time is now and you're not really worried about the future. So you're living in the moment. You want to believe that they're apologetic, right? Especially when they do like really messed up things, especially when you're in situations where this person has disrespected you, in front of strangers, or has made lies about you, or has triangulated you with someone or with family. These people do all these crazy things. They destroy your property, they do many things that you can forgive, because you love these people, and materialistic things don't mean anything. And you're an empath. You feel compassion. You can go through something, and you can, while you're going through these different experiences, you can look at yourself and look at what you did. You can look at the different perspectives. You can look at your own faults. This is the thing about the empath. The empath is not a perfect person. It's a person who takes accountability over their actions. It's someone who is badly hurt by people, but as they grow, they start to adapt to the world around them. And what the empath really cares the most about is trust. And once the narcissist lies to you, they're breaking that trust. So when they lie to you, they're taking your energy away. And you don't want to see it as that, because you're so loving. You want to love this person. You want to feel compassion for this person. You want to think to yourself, like, this person didn't just do something this crazy and then, brought me a gift or wanted to take me out for no reason. Like, they have to be sorry. I mean, they look apologetic. I do things too. Sometimes you might do things and you might apologize to someone, and you're grateful that that person was able to forgive you, and you guys were able to forgive each other. But the narcissist, they don't work like that, you guys, because once they have it in their mind that they're going to get over on you, or they're going to use you, or they're going to be with you because you're young, or because they envy your friendships and your family, and they want a piece of the cake, They're giving you hopes and dreams. And not only are they giving you hopes and dreams, but you might think to yourself, at the end of the day, you're still who you are, right? You might feel like the narcissist cannot change you. Me being someone who always, never lacked confidence or anything like that, I always felt like this person can't take anything away from me because I know who I am. But what you don't realize is that while you're being with them, you're really losing who you are. And you're losing who you are because you're not growing as a person. You're stuck in a lower vibration level where someone is breaking up with you, getting back with you, playing games with your mind. They do not appreciate anything that you do for them. They don't see any value in anything that you do, anything that comes from the heart. Because you're an empath, anything that comes from the heart, they do not appreciate those things. It seems like they appreciate it at first, but it's only because of their own, egocentric vibrations where they feel like they need admiration, So of course, it seems like they have empathy. So when you think about the good times, that's usually what keeps you around. It's like you start thinking about the good times, and then the narcissist is like telling you they love you, and they're like, trying to kiss you and be intimate with you, and they're trying to like reel you back in. It's like they're catching fish and they're just like throwing you back in the water, and they're like, let me get another fish. So yeah, it seems like that way when they reel you in. It really makes you believe that this person empathize with you because you might have certain things in common with them. Even like, when it comes to family or friends or the way you view the world, you might have certain things in common with them, but then you're going to realize that you have a lot of things that you actually do not have in common with them. At first, you might think that you do. And the longer that you're with them, you realize that certain characteristics that you thought brought you guys together, you realize that that's not who you are. And then you start to see things about yourself that you might not like. So then you get into this place in your mind where you're like, this person, I love them because they're teaching me a lot of things about myself that I like, that I want to change about myself, that I want to, bring up so that I can, evolve. So you want to evolve. There's this inner you that's like, I want to evolve. I want to be something else. And then you get so excited. And sometimes, some of you put the work in, and the narcissist, they start to gravitate to your energy. So you'll get into a love bomb again, right? They've apologized to you, said sorry for treating you disgusting, hit you, pushed you, ignored you for days, or, did something very criminal, very, very criminal. And then everything is okay and you're on this high. You're feeling like, okay, I'm ready to evolve. I'm ready to spread my wings. It seems like the narcissist wants me to do good. So you start getting this high. And you want to bring them with you on this high. And it seems like they're enjoying it at first, right? But then it's like they're snatching your energy and they're giving it for, taking your energy for themselves. So whatever you tell them, anything that you're learning, they're listening to you. It might not seem like they're listening to you, but they're taking notes. They're studying you. They're studying what it is that drives you. And what they do is they take that energy and then they start doing the things that you want it to do, or they start to get back into the things that they're into. And now they're all of a sudden they have so much, stamina to do all these things. And they leave you high and dry again. Now there's someone admiring them because of that energy they just took from you. They literally just stole that energy. You're there excited and talking, and they're literally like on your shoulder behind you, like sucking energy out of you, and you're not even realizing it. They're just like nodding their head and telling you that they knew you would do this. They believed in you, and it's all a mindset thing. They'll say the perfect things to you, and it's easy to believe it. So what happens is that your mind believes that that person in that moment is who you love, but really you love who you are when you're trying to evolve. So now when the narcissist knocks you down, eventually you're going to be numb, and then eventually all those feelings are going to come, and you're going to start really thinking about stuff. You're going to go over things, and you're going to realize that this person is playing you. Everything in yourself is telling you don't go back. This person's playing you. But then you're sad, and you're thinking about the last time you were, you felt kind of happy, or you thought you were happy, or you were on this high, and you saw yourself with them. You envision yourself with them, because this is the person you were sharing your secrets and your dreams with, only that person was using those things to take advantage of you. So when you start to really evaluate that, you'll start being angry. They'll bring, anger out of you, jealousy out of you. They'll bring all these negative emotions out of you. And now when you're bringing these negative emotions to the narcissist is like on that high that you had, that you gave to them. And they're looking at you disgusted. They're like, what are you talking about? You're so, you're such a low vibrational person. You're so full of negative energy. Like, all you talk about is like negative energy. So you'll get to points where you don't want to talk anymore. You don't really want to say anything anymore, and you'll keep a lot of stuff bottled in. But then at the same time, you want to let the narcissist know what they're doing to you, how it's affecting you. So you'll find yourself texting them, leaving notes, emails, and they're sitting here reading that and getting off on that energy even more. Like, oh, I'm so valuable. Everybody wants me. And you're just like, what? Like, I don't have to be with you. I just thought we had something. It's that egocentric personality that they have. So in reality, you never really loved them. You loved the idea of loving them and them being who you wanted them to be. And the narcissist knows that. That's what's so freaking sick. And that's what makes you so sick in the head, because the narcissists, they don't stop. They literally won't leave you alone until you leave them alone. They don't care if they make your life hell. They don't care how many times you catch them cheating. They think it's funny. They're like, oh, if you're willing, I don't care if you take me back or not. But I know you are, because you're wondering why I don't care. And that's a normal reaction for humans, to wonder what's going on. And that's because I've been lying to you. I've been scheming on you from the start. Like, you couldn't see it. And now that you do see it, you're making me mad. You're making me upset. So now the narcissist is getting pissed off. They're not apologetic. So now, when you decide within yourself to leave them or stop talking to them, because you're thinking to yourself, this person is not apologizing and they don't want to, accept any accountability. And, you decide not to talk to them. When they hoover you, it's all a game to them. It's like they're bored. They're literally bored. And they're like, oh, let me see what so-and-so is doing. And this is where you guys get messed up a lot, because this happened to me too. Now, the narcissist, you guys, they always take it to another level. What do I mean by that? I mean, they'll start stalking you. They'll start coming around your house, sending you all type of messages and declaring their love to you in one way or another, right? And then they're basically trying to get in the room with you just so they can start, holding your hand, just so that they can, if you're walking away from them or you're walking, they want to pull over on the side of the street and follow you and harass you. And they really think it's a joke. Like, they think it's funny, and they're actually mimicking emotions. They're trying to act like they really have empathy, or they really, they know you're upset. But to them, it's a game. It's like, oh, I got you upset. If I can get you upset and I can control your emotions, then you're just a weak person. That's how a narcissist views you. And because you're an empath, you don't see it that way. So when the narcissist is chasing you, or they're going to places they know that you might be, or they're, hoovering you and they're going back and forth with you, or they're trying to do nice things for you all of a sudden, all of a sudden all the nasty things that they said to you, they only said those things because they had a bad day. But the things that they said were things that you just do not say to someone. The things that they said were just things that are like inhuman. Like the things that a narcissist will say to you, it's like they'll make you wish you would just disappear. Like, and if you are weak to the point where you actually believe their lies, because they're lies, the narcissist is a liar. So everything he or she is telling you are lies. Their emotions are fake. Everything is fake. Everything, the stories are telling you how they're feeling about the situation. They don't feel anything. It's all made up. It's all made up, you guys. So when you're going through those things, it's easy to look at those situations and think to yourself, why would someone do that? Why would they go overboard to do that? But the thing is, they knew they took your energy. So something happens to them, they get their karma back, or they have an eye-opening, or they might just come around to try to mess with you some more because they know what they're doing. When they get angry with you and you're questioning their anger, they'll want to avoid what they've done to hurt you, and they'll get even more angry. And if you ask these people, to apologize, or you just might tell them, hey, I just wanted a sincere apology, that's it. To them, it's like, why should I apologize when I do not feel anything? And why should I apologize when I know that I did it on purpose, and I know that I did it on purpose? Or if you don't understand, I'm trying to get you to understand, because even if I say sorry, you're not going to believe me, because I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. So stop hurting yourself, because you're only hurting yourself. I'm not going to change. And you might think to yourself, well, what about all the time I gave you? What about the years, or the marriage, or the kids, or, you're thinking about so many things, and you're like baffled because you didn't understand that this person that you thought you loved, they came to steal, kill, and destroy. And not only that, although you gain a lot of wisdom, there's something about someone knowing that eventually they're going to leave you. They already have that thought, like, I'm going to stay with this person for this long, or I'm going to stay with this person as long as they let me. Like, they already have their intentions. So to know that someone has intentions for you and you're not aware of it, it's the biggest lie. And if someone like a narcissist apologizes to you, I mean, you can always accept the apology and move on with your life. But if you allow that type of person in your life, they're not going to stop, because they're looking at it like, what's the point on apologizing? Because I'm not sorry, but I'll say it to make you feel better, because I guess I want you to feel better. Like, I'm not that evil like you claim I am. So I'll say sorry, because I'm not evil like you claim I am. So they'll say sorry, but they'll do it again. So it's like, to them, an apology is useless. And to you, you're thinking to yourself, well, if you're not going to honestly apologize, then leave. Then get away from me. Then get away from my space. Why do you keep coming into my life in and out? Or why do you keep, trying to redirect my focus or redirect my destiny? Because at every single minute and second, the thoughts that come into your mind are part of what's creating your reality. So when the narcissist is in and out, they're trying to recreate your reality. And by the time that you realize that, they want to be able to feel like they got over on you. So they'll do bad things to you, and then they'll talk to other people about you. They'll tell people how, you won't leave them alone when they know that they're the ones that didn't leave you alone. They're the ones that, every time you tried to end it or move on with your life, they wouldn't let you. And you know that. They would come back or they would contact you. They're playing with your emotions. Yeah, you did your part. You should have never responded to this person. You should have walked away. But you also realize that the narcissist is the type of animal that they need energy so bad that they're not embarrassed of the things that they did to you. Like the narcissist is the type of person that literally could have tried to murder you, run you over by a car, like do a lot of things to you, and then they'll act like it didn't happen or it wasn't that bad. It's like, oh, can I come over? Just don't call the police, please. I promise I won't start any problems if you don't. Knowing that they're the cause of all the problems. That's what makes it so psychotic. So it just gets to a point where you're going to have to be able to move on without getting that apology from them, because they do not sincerely apologize to you. To them, an apology is merely to get you to be quiet. And in their mind, getting you to be quiet is love to them. But what good is it to be silent for someone to take away your voice, for them to just stick around and take away your power? What good is that to have them around you and all they're doing is sucking the life out of you, sucking the youth out of you, taking away your best years, wasting your time, selling you dreams? The narcissist really gets off, especially the narcissist man. They really get off on ruining, good people's lives. And then they want to be able to sit around with their friends or their family and talk about all of their past relationships and call you crazy and make up stories and over exaggerate things that you did out of reaction. But they will never say the things that they did to you. It's like the things that they did to you, they already erased it out of their mind. This is why the narcissist develops this hate for you, because they can only think about your reactions or your tone of voice, or, the way you were crying or the way you were hurt, or, anything that you basically said. And basically talking will irritate the narcissist. So basically your existence will irritate them. And they want to be able to just talk about, people from the past. And that's how, if you notice, that's how they spend their whole life living, is talking about people and, playing with people's emotions and getting off on, making people angry or thinking you're making someone jealous, and they're not even thinking about that narcissist. The narcissist always wants to feel like important, like you really care about what they're doing, even when you've already moved on with your life, even when you thought you weren't going to get out of these situations and you still made it out. You still made it out alive. The narcissist thought that you might have never were going to be able to move on and find someone new, and you did, and you're on the road to a better health and a better, future for yourself, because now you're redirecting your destiny, knowing that you're in control of every minute and every second, because now you know the value of time. When you're with a narcissist, you literally lose track of time because you're so busy arguing and going up and down and having horrible days. You're going to have horrible days with these people where you're going to really think to yourself, like, it's not going to get any worse. And it does. It gets worse and worse and worse. And then you start to physically deteriorate, you physically never feel good. I realized at the end of being with this person that I was getting sick. And when they left, I healed, but I healed naturally. That's the crazy thing. I went to the doctor and they were like, oh, it's nothing. You're fine. Sometimes things happen like that. And I'm a true believer that the narcissist has a lot to do with that. And that's why you have to forgive and move on. Forgive yourself for accepting the lies, you guys. But it's actually woken you up and made you smarter. You have more wisdom now. Now you can choose the energy you want to be around. Now you know the power of energy. You know, at the end, the narcissist leaves you feeling the way they were feeling when you met them. When you met them and they were talking about their life and things, and you were able to feel their, empathy and pain for them. At the end, you realize that they left you feeling the way they were feeling, and then they took off and projected all this anger onto you, like you had something to do with their choices, And the narcissist knows. They know that they've wronged you, and once they wronged you and they know that, you'll never see them as being a good person, they're gone. They don't want to be around someone who knows that they're not a good person. They want to be around people that look at them for who they are when they're being fake, and to them, that's being real. To them, they feel like, like every relationship is different. Your relationship with them just didn't work out, and stop judging them because other people don't view them the way you view them. That's how they look at it until it's their turn to finally fall, because everything that happens in the dark comes to light, and everything that goes around comes around. So, the narcissist, they won't feel your pain until it happens to them. That's just the circle of life. You got, they're going to get got. They think they're cautious and they're playing the game, but once you wake up, the rules of the game change. And the narcissist does not want to accept that, because they never want to believe that you woke up. This is why every time they come around you, they're like, she didn't wake up. He didn't wake up. And then they leave and they're like, I'm still in the game. Until everyone starts waking up. And then they start getting their karma, and then they live every day complaining and talking to the people closest to them about how everyone's ruining their life. So you never know who the narcissist is, and the narcissist will always project those negative things onto you. So always trust in yourself, trust in your truth, and, be very careful about what you do with your time and who you keep around your space, because you are a magnet, and you will attract, another narcissist if you do not forgive and leave these people in the past. Because I know there's people out there that are going to tell you don't forgive them because they're bad people and they've done this and that. It's not about being cool with them. It's about letting those things go so that you can focus on the future. Because if you don't close that door, and you're not honest with yourself, that person will just keep reappearing in a different body, basically. So it's up to you to bring closure to those things. And, loyalty and trust should be on your list for now on, for the rest of your life. Those things are something that you do not play with. So I hope that this video, you guys, was helpful for you guys. Do not believe in the narcissist apology. And I love you guys, sending you guys light and love, peace. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.